Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Now qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, free high-speed internet from Xfinity. And Internet Essentials customers can get equipment included at no extra cost. Get started today.
We change our minds every day. About 1 million things a day. This is no different. You can't be afraid to be wrong. You can't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm just going to rethink this thing. People are not dying getting the vaccine. I better rethink this thing. I'm going to go call my doctor and have a discussion one more time. It is okay to change your mind.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. For those of you who listen regularly, great to have you back. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, thank you for coming. Please listen in and subscribe and tell your friends and your family to join me every week. All right, so this week we are talking about chaos. And for those of you who think that life is always a smooth sailing, it is not the case. Last summer, I went sailing for the first time in my life, like just recreational sailing. And we had someone take us out on the water, me and my family. It was for my mom's 85th birthday present. We went sailing. And during that sailing time, there came a time when it was very, very smooth. And then there was a time where we had to take a turn. And when you turn in the water, what happens is that you actually get thrown into a level of chaos. Because all of a sudden now, things aren't smooth anymore. All of a sudden, that boat that you're in starts to tip to the side. You start maybe dipping closer to the water. Maybe the wind takes you and start moving you around. You have now entered a place of chaos. Let me tell you, as we start this session today, everyone's life will hit chaos sometime. So if you are smooth sailing right now, that's great. Way to go. Love that. Just keep on sailing. But let me tell you that chaos is going to come. And when chaos does come, the question is, how will you handle it? All right, let's go ahead and start with the power affirmation today. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. So wherever you are, take that action step so you are telling your body, telling your life, telling your mind that it's time to create change. So for some of us, you have these commas in your life. What does that mean? That something happened in your life and then you paused it, but you never really finished it, right? You had a situation happen with a friend or with a spouse or with your children or in your job or in your business, and you never really finished it. There was just kind of a comma at the end of that statement. And for a while, it seemed like life was just fine. You were like sailing along, like you were just fine. But remember, you only had put a comma at the end of that statement. There was not a period. And when you have a period, grammatically speaking, when you have a period at the end of the sentence, that means that you have made an entire thought. You have made an entire sentence. You have made an entire meaning. You started from point one and from point A to point B, and you are finished with that thought. That's a sentence. When chaos hits your life, what you are going to have to do is to go back and deal with all the commas in your life. Now, thankfully, most of us don't have to deal with all the commas at the same time, but sometimes you do. There was a comma in your expectations in your relationships. There was a comma in your expectations with your business partner. There was a comma in your expectations of yourself and finishing up projects and getting things done. Now, chaos is what hits when you must finish the sentence. And to finish the sentence means that you want to get on the other side of that chaos to get to change. To get to change, let me tell you that you must go through this phase called chaos. Now, most of us, when we get into chaos, we tend to lose it. In other words, it appears that our life is falling apart. Let me tell you, your life is not falling apart. You have already started the sentence. Now it's just time for you to finish it after that comma. Let me give you an example. So you're a parent. You are now parenting a teenager. That's a comma. When they were young, they seemed to listen really well. And at that time, you were trying to give them some expectations. You were trying to give them some values. You were trying to give them some beliefs. They hit 14, 15, 16 or so. Then all of a sudden, they seem to not want to listen. They seem to not want to do what you ask them to do. They seem to not want to cooperate. You are in the middle of what? Parental chaos. Let me tell you that in that chaos, there's something called staying with the tension. When you stay with the tension, that means that you are going to stand there and deal with whatever you have to deal with to get through to the other side of putting a period on the end of that sentence. And for our children, that means a period on the end of the sentence means you are going to graduate from high school and you are going to go to college. A period on the end of the sentence for your business means we are getting that contract, and that contract is going to be good and it's going to help us to continue business and we're going to thrive. But in the process of getting from that chaos to that change and that period at the end of the sentence, you just may go through some chaos. As a matter of fact, you will go through some chaos. First thing, when chaos hits, just know that it's natural. It is natural. Everyone goes through it. There's not one person that you know, no matter how we look. Now, some of us, I'm telling you, we can dress that chaos up. We come out there looking like it's all together. Right? The hair is together, the nails together, the outfit is together. Our teeth are perfect. Everything looks together. But the truth is, if you peel back that life just one layer, half a layer, you're going to find what? Chaos. Chaos in your mind, chaos in your body, chaos in your life, chaos in your home. You're going to find chaos. What I want you to know is that even though you are in chaos, it is natural to be in chaos. Because if you are in chaos, here's what's really being asked of you. What do you want to change? So in chaos, one, know that it's natural. Secondly, in chaos, understand what it is that you're trying to get to. What do you need to change to get out of this vortex? And I call it the chaos vortex. To get out of that chaos vortex, to get over to the change, what do you need to change? What is the core piece of that change? Is that core piece you? And you changing your perceptions and your perspectives, you getting more knowledge, you getting more honest about your situation, you getting more forgiving. What needs to change? So in other words, you have to know what you want. What are you going after when you come out of chaos? Third, you must give yourself the grace to go through it. Most people stay stuck in the chaos because you don't get humble enough. You don't give yourself enough grace to just have humility in the process. Yes, I messed up. Yes, I said the wrong thing. Yes, I shouldn't have sent that email. Yes, I shouldn't have said that one thing. Yes, right? And for some of you in the middle of chaos, that humility and that grace, you may even have to go and ask for some forgiving, right? Particularly if that chaos involves people. Now, humility in cases where you stopped working on the project. You used your time for other things. You're not being honest with yourself about what is doable and what's not doable. You're not using your time. You got to get real honest with yourself to get out of the chaos. Next, to get out of the chaos, after you get honest with yourself and still give yourself some grace, you make yourself a plan. Get yourself a plan for how you're going to get out of the chaos. And please make the plan doable. Make it one baby step at a time. If you are going to change your business and get out of the chaos of having a business that's not well funded, or having a business that doesn't have the right partners, or having a relationship that's not functional right now, give yourselves little baby steps to get out of the chaos. But keep asking yourself the hard questions in this process. And the hard questions sounds like things like, who do I want to be? To get out of this chaos, who do I need to be? And when it's all said and done, to get over into the change, who do I want to be? What am I willing to give up? What am I willing to lay aside? What am I willing to, what are my beliefs in this process? What are my values in this process? Who are the people in this process who should stay in my life or not be in my life? These are all really hard questions in the process of dealing with chaos. But just know that as you take those baby steps, one step at a time, you are going to move away from chaos and into change. And you're going to put a period on the end of that sentence. Now, for those of you who are stuck in the past, the one thing that will keep you in chaos for a very long time is holding on to the past. Let me tell you that the past is done. It is finished. The only thing you need out of your past is the lesson that you should have learned. Once you get that lesson that you should have learned, and that lesson that you need to learn to get to your next level, release the past. Get out of it. Leave it alone, and refuse to bring it into your present, and refuse to take it into your future. Let go of the past. Holding on to past only keeps you in chaos. To get out of chaos, to finish that sentence, you let go of the past, you embrace the lessons you were taught, you put them into your life, and you go on into your future. What am I saying to you? Chaos is going to hit. It's life. It happens to all of us. The question is, coming out of the chaos, are you determined to get out of it? Are you determined to get humble? Are you determined to have some grace? Are you determined to take the steps, the hard steps that it's going to take for you to get out of that chaos and get to the change? If you are, what's going to happen is that you're going to have something to celebrate, because you would have put a sentence, you would have put a period at the end of that sentence, and you will have gotten to the place called change. And you would have gotten your life to its next level. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for Dr. Verna's Virtues today. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and know that this chaos, there's a whole chapter on chaos in my Change Your Life book. It's on day 17 of your Change Your Life book. I recommend you buy this book. And I also recommend that you enroll in my Change Your Life program, which is an online program. Would love to have you join me for that. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride of being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid experts.
For millions of Americans, the pandemic impacted our financial situations, and a lot of people lost their jobs. But that should not mean you have to lose your house if you can't pay for your mortgage. Listen, no need to feel ashamed if you missed a payment or two or three, because there's a local organization that's willing to help you get caught up on those payments so you can keep your home. Let me tell you about the Minnesota Home Ownership Center. It's a nonprofit whose sole purpose is to prevent you from going into foreclosure. The Minnesota Home Ownership Center has a network of organizations around the state to review everything with you, explain your options, and then advocate for you to get the help you need. And get this, they won't charge you because it's all free. Check out hocmn.org or give them a call at 651-410-1086 to set up an appointment. You worked hard to get into that house. Let Minnesota Home Ownership Center help you stay in it.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake them out. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again?
You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.